Welcome to another journey on our channel. Today, we're diving into a European capital that often flies under the radar, yet it offers one of the richest blends of old-world charm and natural beauty, Bratislava, the capital of Slovakia. But we won't stop there. We're taking you across the country, exploring what life is like in this Central European gem. Bratislava is perched on the banks of the Danube River in southwestern Slovakia, right at the crossroads of Austria and Hungary. It's a city that radiates character, history, and vibrancy, all within a compact, easily walkable area. With a population of about 430,000, Bratislava may not be one of Europe's largest capitals, but it makes up for that with a welcoming atmosphere, rich culture, and a unique lifestyle that's laid back but far from boring. The city pulses with the beat of cafes, street performers, art galleries, and open-air markets. Narrow cobbled streets of the old town tell stories from centuries past. Historical buildings stand shoulder to shoulder with modern glass structures, and everywhere you go, the Danube is your backdrop, flowing peacefully through the city, connecting Bratislava to the rest of Europe. The rhythm of life in Bratislava is relaxed but dynamic. People here enjoy their coffee slowly, love their parks and green spaces, and take pride in their traditions. At the same time, this is a young city. Many students from across Europe study here, and English is widely spoken, especially among the younger population. That makes Bratislava an easy place for travelers to connect and communicate. Step outside the capital, and Slovakia opens up like a storybook. It's a country of castles and mountains, of wooden villages and modern spas, of ancient forests and bright city lights. From the sweeping high Tatras to the deep caves of the Slovak Castle, nature is everywhere you turn. You'll find small towns that preserve centuries of culture and bigger cities with lively squares, great beer, and even better food. The country is home to around 5.4 million people. Most Slovaks live in cities like Košice, Prešov, Nitra, and of course, Bratislava. But rural life still thrives, especially in the mountainous regions, where folk customs, traditional clothing, and music are deeply rooted. Family and community are central to Slovak culture, and hospitality is second nature. Economically, Slovakia has seen impressive growth since joining the European Union in 2004 and adopting the euro in 2009. It's a leading producer of cars in the world on a per capita basis, with several major automakers operating plants in the country. There's also a growing tech and service sector, particularly in urban areas. But what truly drives the heart of Slovakia is its connection to the land, forests, rivers, and the stunning peaks of the Carpathian Mountains. Speaking of the landscape, Slovakia is a paradise for nature lovers. In the north, the high Tatras offer dramatic alpine terrain with jagged peaks, glacial lakes, and deep valleys. Hiking, skiing, and mountaineering are popular year-round. To the east and south, the country shifts into rolling hills and vineyards. Central Slovakia is filled with national parks, thermal springs, and ancient mining towns turned historical treasures. Castles dot the landscape like watchful sentinels. Some are beautifully preserved, like Bojnice with its romantic towers and lakeside setting. Others stand in noble ruin, like the sprawling Spiš Castle, whose silence echoes centuries of battles and coronations. Medieval towns such as Banská Štiavnica and Levoča offer cobbled squares and pastel facades, while open-air museums and living villages like Vielkalinik transport you to a time of wooden homes and thatched roofs. Cultural life is rich and ever-present. Slovakia's music, dance, and crafts are part of everyday celebrations. And the food, hearty, satisfying, and deeply rooted in tradition. Dishes like bryndzové halušky, potato dumplings with sheep cheese, are national staples. You'll also find influences from Hungary, Austria, and the Czech Republic in everything from goulash to pastries. Slovakia's weather varies by season, making it a year-round destination depending on what you're looking for. Winters are cold, particularly in the mountains, where snow creates perfect conditions for skiing, snowboarding, and winter hikes. December through March is prime time for winter sports. Spring brings blossoms to the cities and hiking trails to life. April and May are quieter, with comfortable temperatures and colorful landscapes. Summer is warm and ideal for exploring the countryside, attending festivals, or relaxing in lakeside resorts. Fall is perhaps the most photogenic season, with golden forests and a gentle chill in the air. September and October are great months for cultural events and wine harvests. For accommodations, Bratislava has a wide range of options. You'll find elegant riverfront hotels, boutique stays in the old town, and affordable hostels with creative vibes. Throughout the country, cozy guesthouses and mountain lodges offer a warm welcome, especially in rural areas. Wellness resorts and thermal spas are also a big part of the experience, perfect for unwinding after a day of exploration. Transport in Slovakia is efficient and affordable. Buses and trains connect all major cities and many smaller towns. The railway system is extensive, and scenic routes offer views of hills, valleys, and quaint villages. In cities like Bratislava, public transport is well organized with trams, buses, and trolleybuses, making it easy to get around. Renting a car opens up even more possibilities, especially if you're headed into the mountains or national parks. Slovak is the official language, and while it might seem daunting at first, many signs are bilingual, and people in service industries often speak English, German, or Hungarian. Learning a few Slovak phrases can go a long way in making connections with locals. A simple "Ďakujem," thank you, or "Dobrý den," good day, can light up someone's face. Culturally, Slovakia balances tradition with progress. The country celebrates its roots through folk festivals, craft fairs, and national holidays. Yet there's also a growing contemporary art and music scene, especially in cities. Street art, underground clubs, jazz bars, and open-air concerts are part of life here. It's this blend of old and new that makes Slovakia feel both timeless and fresh. For digital nomads or long-term visitors, Slovakia is an attractive place to live. Costs are generally lower than in Western Europe, internet access is excellent, and the quality of life is high. Safety is another plus. Slovakia consistently ranks as one of the safest countries in the region. Every traveler leaves Slovakia with something different: memories of mountain sunrises, castle ruins in the mist, hearty meals shared with strangers, or the quiet serenity of a forest hike. Life here moves at its own pace. It invites you to slow down, look around, and feel a connection to the land and the people. So if you're planning your next adventure, consider this heart-shaped country in the center of Europe. Whether you come for a weekend in Bratislava or a journey across the mountains and valleys, Slovakia will welcome you with open arms, a warm meal, and stories waiting to be discovered. When the sun dips behind the castle and the golden glow of the Danube begins to shimmer under the lights of the city, Bratislava transforms. By day it's a charming capital with cobbled streets and centuries-old buildings, but by night it becomes something else entirely, a place where tradition meets rhythm, and quiet cafes give way to buzzing bars, music, and life that stretches deep into the early hours. Nightlife in Bratislava is a reflection of Slovakia's evolving identity. It's youthful and full of energy, but at the same time, it's rooted in the slow, social rituals of conversation, drinks, and good company. Whether you're looking for electronic beats in a converted warehouse or sipping wine by the river, the city offers something for every kind of night owl. The old town is where much of the action begins. Narrow streets become lively corridors of clinking glasses and laughter. You'll find pubs tucked behind heavy wooden doors, cozy wine bars with live acoustic sets, and clubs hidden in courtyards that seem like secret escapes from the world outside. Michalska Street and Venturska Street are perfect starting points, lined with bars where the mood shifts from after-work drinks to all-night parties in the blink of an eye. If you want something truly unique, Bratislava has a knack for creative nightlife spaces. There are clubs built into bunkers, speakeasies behind bookshelves, and cocktail bars in 500-year-old cellars. Themed nights and international DJs keep the scene fresh, while jazz bars and lounge spots offer a smoother, more laid-back vibe. And it's not just about loud music. Cultural centers host evening events ranging from film screenings to poetry nights, indie concerts, and experimental performances. A particularly beloved aspect of nightlife in Slovakia is the concept of the hospoda, or pub. These are more than just places to drink, they're social institutions. You'll find locals gathering after work for a few pints of Slovak beer, playing cards, talking politics, sports, or music, and staying out longer than they planned. It's a space that doesn't rush you. You're welcome to stay as long as you like. Outside of Bratislava, the rhythm changes, but nightlife is still alive in cities like Košice, Žilina, Banska Bystrica, and Nitra. Košice especially has a growing nightlife reputation, with cool bars, riverside clubs, and cultural happenings that draw in both students and travelers. Rural towns and mountain villages don't have big clubs or fancy cocktails, but they do have warm gatherings at local inns, traditional live folk music, and homemade spirits that invite slow sipping and real conversation. And what would nightlife be without the flavors that go with it? Let's talk about food, Slovak style. Traditional Slovak cuisine is hearty and rooted in the agricultural and mountain lifestyle of the country. Think comfort food designed to keep you warm through long winters, full of flavor, texture, and local ingredients like potatoes, cheese, pork, cabbage, and legumes. The national dish, bryndzové halušky, is the star of the show. It's made with soft potato dumplings that resemble gnocchi, covered in a creamy, slightly tangy sheep cheese called bryndzové, and topped with crispy bacon bits. Rich, rustic, and delicious, it's one of those dishes that tells a story of the land with every bite. Another must-try is kapustnica, a sauerkraut soup often eaten around Christmas, but available all year in traditional restaurants. It's smoky, sour, and satisfying, often made with sausage, mushrooms, and dried prunes for a sweet finish. Goulash is another staple, borrowed from Hungary but adapted with a Slovak twist, served with bread dumplings or potatoes, slow-cooked with onions and paprika, and paired beautifully with a cold beer. Schnitzels are popular, as are roast meats, especially duck or pork with red cabbage and lox-sea, thin potato pancakes that soak up every bit of flavor. Soups in Slovakia are not just starters, they're part of daily life. From garlic soup served in a bread bowl to lentil or bean soups flavored with smoked meat, you'll find that every region has its own favorite. Slovak baking is another hidden gem. Sweet treats include makovnik and orchovnik, rolled pastries filled with poppy seeds or walnuts. Medovnik is a honey cake layered with cream, while tridelnik, though originally from the Czech Republic, has become a beloved street food here as well. It's made by wrapping dough around a wooden stick, grilling it over open flames, and sprinkling it with sugar, cinnamon, or nuts. Now let's talk about beverages, because the Slovak table isn't complete without them. Beer is king in Slovakia. Locally brewed and served fresh, Slovak lagers are crisp, clean, and perfect with heavy meals. Zlatý bazent and Saris are household names, but microbreweries have exploded in recent years, offering craft options from IPAs to dark stouts. Pilsners, wheat beers, and flavored seasonal brews are easy to find, and beer culture is big. Beer tastings, pub tours, and beer gardens are part of the social landscape. Wine also plays a central role, especially in the small Carpathian wine region just outside Bratislava. White wines dominate here, with varieties like Grüne Veltliner, Welsh Riesling, and the local Devon grape producing crisp, aromatic wines that pair wonderfully with Slovak cuisine. There's a growing trend of natural wines and boutique producers, and the annual wine festivals are fantastic ways to explore the scene. But the heart of Slovak drinking culture lies in its spirits. The most famous is Slivovica, a strong plum brandy traditionally made at home and served at celebrations. It's clear, powerful, and not for the faint of heart. There's also Ruskavica, a pear version, and Borovica, a juniper spirit similar to gin. These drinks aren't just for getting tipsy, they're a ritual. Toasts are made, glasses are clinked, and everyone says, "Ene zdraví," to your health. Mead, made from fermented honey, is another traditional Slovak beverage. Sweet, smooth, and often spiced, it's a festive drink that's usually found at Christmas markets and folk festivals, but some artisan producers now bottle mead year-round. And if you want something lighter, try Kofola, Slovakia's answer to Coca-Cola, herbal, less sweet, and deeply nostalgic for locals. Nightlife and food in Slovakia go hand in hand. A typical evening might begin with dinner and beers at a local tavern, followed by a cocktail at a stylish rooftop bar, then dancing at a riverside club or attending a live music show. You could be tasting homemade wine in a medieval cellar one night and clapping to folk music in a mountain pub the next. In every experience, there's a sense of welcome, a warmth that goes beyond the food or the drink or the music. It's in the way a bartender remembers your order. It's in the smile of someone offering you a homemade shot of Slivovica. It's in the laughter that echoes through stone alleys as strangers become friends. So whether you're a party goer, a culture seeker, a foodie, or just someone who wants to feel the heartbeat of a place when the sun goes down, Slovakia has something waiting for you. It's not always loud or flashy. Sometimes, it's just a glass of wine by candlelight, a plate of dumplings made with love, and the sound of live music drifting into the night. Thank you for joining this deep dive into the flavors and nightlife of Slovakia. If this made your mouth water or sparked your wanderlust, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more travel stories, and let us know in the comments where you'd go first, Bratislava's bars or a village inn with homemade brandy. See you in the next one, and until then, Ene zdraví and safe travels.